Good morning and happy Monday, everybody. Naima Singletary here, BillionDollarCourage.com. Today is Monday, July 25th, and today I want to talk about getting out of your own way. We're born into a family that we have no control over, a world that we have no control over, and we grow up and it becomes a point where we have control over our own mind, our own decision making, and all those things. However, prior to that point, there has been information and systems dripped into our head over the years about how we should live, how we should think, how we should spend our money, the lifestyles we should have, all this stuff. So then from the point where we actually have control over our minds and make our own decisions as adults, there's all this work that has been done, that has happened and occurred that we've had no control over. And so a lot of our life from that point forward, at least in my experience, has been unlearning, relearning, finding out what we want, what we like, the life we want to live. And a lot of times we get in our own ways because we're imperfect. And then we have, as humans, and then we have this information that was poured into us when we didn't have any control or say so over it. And so it's really important that we constantly find ways to get out of our own way on an egoic level so we can actually design the lives that we want, so we can be the person who we want to become. And what I'm recognizing all the time, I see it all the time with myself, with other people, is that we want better. We want to be wiser. We want to be smarter. We want better lives. We want to provide more for our families. We want to be happier. We want to feel good. We want to be abundant. We want sort of like this obscure way of being that we read about, and we have some sort of knowing that exists. We want to possess that and be that and experience that and live that. But what I find is we constantly get in our own way by our egoic state, the way our mind is working, and not setting up the practices of actually developing that, because it's a development. It doesn't just happen. Marcy Shimoff, who's the author of Happy for No Reason, she ran around the world and she interviewed people who were happy on purpose. And the common thread was there was a practice. They all said they practiced being happy. And so to create this space and getting out of your own way, even for me, it's all the time, because we are bombarded with the world, right? There's email, there's bars, wherever you go, you got the billboards, you're driving down the street, you're with your family and friends, TV. It's just so much. And that's why it's so important that we set ourselves up to get out of our own way by reading the books that help us to live the lives we want to live, consciously choosing the people who we spend our time with, consciously choosing what TV we watch, if we watch TV, and if we do, what we're watching, being mindful of what we're reading, and little by little engaging in these practices that help us to become the person that we want to be, because it's so easy to get in our own way. That is, I had a conversation with my sister yesterday about the ego has its own purpose and is not to serve you, it's to serve itself. And so when you start to step into creating the life that you want, a higher version of yourself, the ego is going to do things, aka help you get in your way of not being that. So it's really important that we consciously, intentionally, purposefully set ourselves up by where we spend our time, who we spend our time with, being conscious of where we spend our mind time, where we spend our mind time, because it's the little things that we do every day that create our lives. And it's so underestimated in this world of vanity, of quickness, of hurry up, of give it to me now, now, now. I want to consume it. I want to be it now, now, now. And it's not that. It's the habitual small practices. And so please, if you want this bliss, if you want this way of being, and I experience it because I practice this stuff, and it's hard. Is it hard? Because when you say it's hard, it's like, I don't want to do it because it's hard. It's caring enough. It's that it's important enough that you want that. And hard is like easy versus hard, meaning something that you can get quick. Like, okay, I want sugar, boom, I can go to the corner store and get a piece of chocolate real quick, right? Versus I want to have a chocolate experience of creating chocolate, of understanding the ingredients of chocolate, understanding the plant of chocolate, understanding the different ways to put chocolate together and have that experience, right? So it's that versus the easy, and that's what I mean by easy versus hard. It's not hard, it's just the way of it. So that's the message for today. Get out of your own way and be conscious of how you spend your time so you can really start to create the life that you want little by little, because it's not overnight, it's little by little. Trust me, that's how it will work for you, and it will work. Naima Singletary, BillionDollarCourage.com. I love you. Thank you. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like the video. Tell your peeps who you feel like would appreciate it. And I'll see you on Wednesday.